Welcome to the making of a DM. You matter. Oh, you definitely matter. On today's show, I'm going to dive deep into something I see plaguing a lot of amazing people. So with that said, let's get started.
I'm more Kevin's I'm more Kevin's I'm here to help and teach him what I know and how I did it to discover freedom. There ain't no question more Kevin's when he step in the door. He's closing deals. Time to tell him what the DM stand for. I'm a deal maker, but I'm not just a deal maker. I'm a dream maker.
Hey there, it's your boy Mark Evans, DM. Hope you're having an amazing day. As I'm talking to you from Parkland, Florida, overlooking the golf course, it just had a massive downpour. I wasn't walking in it, thank God. But hey, if you were, just deal with it and keep rolling, right? Anyways, hope you're having an amazing day. Today's show is going to be about 3 or 4 different things I want to share with you guys. A lot of cool stuff. But before I always start, I'd like to say thank you guys so much. Over on Instagram, I was sharing this, like how grateful I am to have you as a listener, to have you following me along the journey of life. And it's so important to me. I know sometimes like, oh, it's no big deal. You're watching this or that. And I hope I inspire you. I hope I show you a path. I hope you watch me and you're like, damn, if that clown can do it, why can't I? So I hope you borrow my belief system and you go out there and absolutely crush life. It's that's what I do it for. I'm not trying to be cool. I'm not trying to be, funny or rich and all these things. I'm just being me. And just a small town hillbilly kid from Ohio that figured out how to generate some revenue, still trying to figure out how to do more every day, how to be a better human being every day and all that. So again, appreciate you being here on the journey of the making of a DM podcast show. Getting super excited about the Cleveland event, June 29th and 30th. There's going to be hundreds of people coming in from all over the world to hang out for 2 days and celebrate my birthday. I'll be 44 years old, June 19th. So I'm postponing my party till the 30th. But we're going to come in. You're going to learn about making money, protecting money, growing money, how to raise money, how to build your company, how to create a better lifestyle for yourself and your family, and everything in between. I do have a special guest coming. Sean Whalen's going to be coming and speaking. I'm going to have a guy that's worth $500 million speaking about how he was able to do it in 5 years or less. I want to have a buddy of mine, how he's used social media to extract millions and millions and millions of dollars in revenue and private money out and make a lot of money. So these are just a couple of the guys. They're crypto. If you're big into crypto, I'm going to have my guy actually. This is a cool story. I'm going to have my guy come in and speak to you guys just kind of some of the stuff he's working on and what's working, what's not. Obviously, the market's different today than it was 5 months ago, but that's not a bad thing necessarily if you know what's going on. And he's going to enlighten us. But just one tip he gave us, and this is not a brag, by the way, but I put 7 figures in. And within, I think 6 months, maybe 5 months, that 7 figures is worth 8 figures. So probably it's a good little deal. So these returns are not normal. There's nothing normal about it. And keep in mind, I haven't pulled the money out, so it's unrealized gains. So by the time I decide to wake up, pull anything out, it might be worth 0. Who knows? But these are the kind of things that life and business, and if you're hanging out with the right people, things can happen in a positive way. I do appreciate you guys, sharing your information over on, leaving comments and just sharing the story, letting people know you're listening to the podcast show and, telling them what's up and, hey, the show is a banger, check it out, kind of stuff means so much to me. And you going over to Amazon or Instagram, anywhere, just leaving 5-star reviews. It's absolutely, for me, again, I've shared this before, but I'll share it again real quick, is if I'm having a bad day, that's where I go. I go to iTunes and I see what people are saying about me. I go to Amazon and I just, the positivity gets me out of the funks quicker and forces me to kick it up a notch. And because I'm not just doing this for me, I'm doing this for the big picture. Some days really do suck for all of us, right? So what do you do when you get out of funk? That's what I do. So if you ever have not left a 5-star review, please do so. It might make my day a lot better in the future. So today's show, I want to talk to you something about super important thing. And this is a very important show, so I might be a little calmer. I don't know, maybe I'll get amped up or something, but I just want to talk. If you're sitting, I'm looking in my office here, if you're sitting across the desk in my leather chair and I'm sitting in the regular chair talking to you about life and something very important to me, because I've talked to a lot of people over the last 7 days, just kind of talking about the event and what we're doing and where they're at in their business and journey and life and all that. And it seems like to be a common thread, but I want to share this out loud with you. So today's topic is you matter. Yes, you. I don't care where you're at in your life. If you're just starting out, if you're in the middle of the road or you're going towards the end, you matter. Your posts matter. Your shares matter. Your comments matter. Your conversations matter. Your relationships matter. You matter to a lot of people, a lot of things. For some reason, I think we live in this world of Hollywood. If you don't have a picture in front of a Ferrari or Rolls or a mansion, you feel like you don't matter. If you don't have a picture of you holding $1 million in cash, you don't matter. If you take a picture and everything in the background is not put together and it's all shitty and trashy, you matter. The truth is, authenticity will always win over fakeness. Maybe not in the short term. This is where people get tripped up. Sometimes, you show that flashy picture, and I'm not saying you shouldn't do this sometimes, have a cool picture, but you matter. When I see people post on, social media, we're very voyeurish people, right? We all just watch what people are doing and we just scan and scan and scan and scan. And, what you're doing is you're dropping these things in like, I'm less than that. I'm less than that. I'm less than that. Man, that guy has everything. Man, that girl's got everything. Man, I wish I had that body. Man, I wish I had that money. Man, I wish I had that car. I wish I had that house. Wish I had this. As opposed to being like, damn, I've come a long way from where I started and I'm only going to get bigger. See, social media has created a lot of envy. Has created a lot of people to resent the effort. I was thinking about, I did not buy my first Rolls Royce for the first 12 years of my life, business life. I could have bought that thing so many times before that. But I delayed gratification because my vision, my objective was bigger. The truth is I wanted it day one. I wanted it 12 days later, 50 days later, 6 months later, 6 years later. But I just kept pushing it off because if I got it, I wouldn't even drive it because I was too damn busy. Truth is now I have multiple Rolls Royces, Ferrari. Shit, the Ferrari's sitting in the garage. I can't even start it. No one can. It's a whole nother story. But I don't even drive these things. I drive my golf cart. I love cars though in general. But we've created this world, and I always call it Hollywood world, where everything's like lipstick and dolled up. I mean, what I mean by that is if you see an actor or actress in real life, you look at them, you're like, Jesus, that girl is beat up. Or guy. They look pretty rough. Some, not all, but some. But you see them on the screen and you're like, oh my gosh, they're beautiful. Wow, they're shredded. And then 12 months later, you see them and they're 400 pounds, whatever. So very Hollywoodish. There's a moment in time. They're reading from a script. They have 100 people around them to make them look good. And then they have you and I. Just an everyday, normal person like everyone else. I wake up just like you. I put my underwear on just like you. I take a shit just like you. I put on my clothes just like you. Everything we do is very similar. And I feel like a lot of people's lost themselves by overconsumption. I know they have because I talk to a lot of people and they just don't feel worthy. When I'm talking about the Cleveland, Ohio event, they're like, yeah, but I'm not that big yet. Big like what? Like you're big for where you're at and where you started and you're going places. Yeah, but I'm going to go there. I'm going to be the smallest fish. Yes, that's the key. You want to always be I want to be the smallest fish. Yeah, but I've gained a couple pounds. It's all about these weird things they've created in their head. But you matter. You matter when you get up in the morning. You control that effort. You do. Like when I see people slipping up, it's because they've lost their matter, their purpose in life, what they stand for. But you matter. When I say I'm waking up at 4:44, I'm waking up at 4:44, period, if not sooner. Because I matter. My word matters to myself. No one knows if I sleep in. My wife may, but no one else. But I'm not doing it for everyone else. I'm not even doing it for my wife. I'm doing it for me because I matter. Working out. I work out 7 days a week. I know sometimes it doesn't look like it, and I get frustrated too by thinking that, but I matter. And it's good for me, for my mental capabilities, to get out to the gym, to work out, sometimes heavy, sometimes light, sometimes cardio. But it matters to me because I told myself I'm going to do it because I matter. It's pretty cool inside the DM Alliance, the 1K a month group we have, mastermind group. We have a lot of amazing people from all walks of life. And we're doing a DM challenge right now. And it's a 6-week, 42 to a new you, 42 days to a new you, like eating, health. My boy Frazier, he's in there and he's just like sharing amazing knowledge. We created a 54-page manual, just kind of showing people to get back on track. It's exciting. It's fun. It keeps it engaged at a high level. It's very fun for all of us. And if Frazier didn't wake up thinking he mattered, that would affect me because today it helps me become a better human being. All the effort he's put into his life over the last 18 years, right, in this business industry. Guys, not every day's pretty. Not every day's meant to be pretty. It was cool. Yesterday, my daughter woke up at 5 o'clock in the morning, and I usually have a rhythm, actually I got up 4 o'clock that morning, but usually I'm like in the office, just kind of reading and kind of taking some notes, looking at some financial statements, and I heard her cry. She says, "Dad." And I'm like, oh, here we go. Sometimes you get upset, sometimes you don't, whatever. But I'm like, yes, she wants me. She needs me tonight. I'm excited. I want to, and I lay in bed with her. She said, "Dad, Baba, Dad, Wawa, Dad, want that." Like, she's just being funny. She's wide awake, right? And I get ready to go to the gym. I go to the gym around 5:50. But as I'm laying there, I'm just so grateful. Keep in mind, not to say I don't have massive anxiety, because in my brain, I had work to do, and I was already kicking my brain up. I was already up almost an hour. So really getting entrenched in like some cool stuff. But like, these are moments in our life we'll never, ever, ever, ever get back. Ever. My daughter's growing up right before my eyes. My son already is, and he'll be 7. But like, it matters to me. It matters to her. It doesn't even you don't even think about it like that in that moment, but it matters. I'm holding her. I'm kissing her. I'm telling her I love her, how amazing she is. She's so beautiful. Your curls are so cute. Like, just our words matter. What we do matters. How we talk matters. So when you matter, you start wanting to get better. You want to start making the shit you do matter even to another level. And that's why you're here listening to this podcast show, I hope. Because you want to be a better human. You want to be a better giver. You want to do more in life. You want to hang out with the family more. You want to have a lifestyle that you've been dreaming of and desiring. But this stuff doesn't happen by accident. This stuff happens because you set the pieces up in place and execute every single day, every single moment. Because you matter. If you truly believe you matter, your efforts start changing. Your cadence starts kicking up a notch. You start looking at things differently. You start looking at opportunity, not obstacles. You start seeing the good in people, not the negative in people. You start experiencing another level of success because you start seeing the level of successes that are in front of you. It's everywhere. I love seeing the beauty in others. I see it everywhere. I don't care what you look like, what you do, or how much you make or don't make. If you're a great person, you're a great fucking person, period. I've realized early on in my life that I want to help people. I love people. And I want to push people. I want to help them. I want to guide them. I want to give them tools. I want to be around them. I genuinely love people, sometimes to a fault, by the way. But that's me. That's what I do. That's what, I get it. It's part of life. And there's disappointment in that. But that's okay. Because all the amazing people I've met by being who I am matters. My best friends come through this way. You matter so much. Maybe you're the black sheep in the family and you feel like you don't matter because you're not sure how to talk to people and they're judging you and this, that. It's okay. You matter still. Just stay on course. Don't get distracted. Don't get sucked into the negative. Don't get sucked into what they believe. Get sucked into what you know. Lean into it. Indulge. Enhance. Grow. Enjoy the ride. Because you matter. You're worth it. Aren't you? Of course you are. Whoever said being an entrepreneur was easy? Whoever said wanting more out of life was easy? Whoever said, you changing the financial trajectory would be easy? Who? When you hear me say it's easy, it's easier than the alternative. But it's not easy in effort. See, I don't understand how people can sit around and watch sports all day. I don't understand how people can sit around and not want to be better every day. I don't understand it. It's almost as if I'm watching a person that literally thinks they're going to live forever. And then when they get sick, they're like, I don't know how that happened to me. Well, dude, you haven't fucking lifted a weight. You haven't done any exercise in fucking 30 years. You don't eat right. You drink all day. You got your, cigarettes galore. What do you expect is going to happen? Right? But you matter, and you're doing something about it, and I respect that. You're here today to be a better person. It's pretty cool. It's actually, in my mind, when I'm sharing this conversation with you as I'm pacing the office, I think about you and I meeting one day. This is for real. I literally, I picture you sitting here at my chair and we're just talking as buddies. And we're like, man, 5 years ago, here's where I was at and here's where I'm at today. Wow. 10 years, 20 years. We have tens of hundreds of thousands of people listen to this show. And my goal is to meet every single one of them. Because you matter. People message me on IG and they're like, dude, this is your assistant. It's like, okay, cool, let's talk. It's me. I truly do have a different approach. Listen, I'm not scalable. It's hard to sell a company if I'm the only one dealing with the pieces, but certain pieces I feel need to be dealt by me, with me, through me. I love the human aspect of life and business. I really do. It's held me back from scaling a lot, but it also has made me feel absolutely whole and amazing. And that's okay because I'm living my plan. And that's it. See, I'm not trying to be, Donald Trump. I'm not trying to be Elon Musk. I'm not trying to be Jeff Bezos. I'm trying to be the best Mark Evans DM version I can be. I'm always improving. I'm always working on it. I fuck up just like everyone else. We all do. And if anybody says they don't, run for the hills because they're trying to get money from you. But I'm very conscious of it, and I call myself out. I call myself out more than anybody would ever call me out. Evans, you're being a wimp, man. You're being a pussy. Stop doing it. Step your game up. Sack up, Evans. You got this. But you're scared, Mark. You're scared. I get it. You're scared, but let's go. You made a commitment. You're going to execute, and you're going to succeed, right? Yes. Done. Let's go. We all have that self-talk, right? Simple things like when you matter, if you want to start getting more exposure, more recognition, and more connection. On social media, I'm using this as a simple example. I got on Facebook, you get those alerts like, hey, here's a memory. When I walked the Camino de Santiago in 2013, actually, 9 years ago now, me and my wife, we walked that 42-day walk across Spain, 500 miles. Pretty cool if you've never done it. I'm excited to do it with my kids when they get older. But one thing that happened is I posted it and I had like 12 people like it and 2 comments, I think. if I was worried, if I'm not, keep in mind, I'm not doing the walk to get likes and comments. I'm not doing the walk to get even recognized. I'm just sharing my journey. And I'm glad I did, because I get the memories that pop up. You know, what happened on this day 15 years ago, 20 years, it's just going to keep growing, right? And it kind of, it's a cool reflection typically. But I remember the 2 people commented. I don't remember the many people that liked it, but I remember 100% of the 2 people commented. And there's hundreds that saw it. Only a handful liked it, and only 2 people commented. That one person could be you. And what I'm saying here is, you matter. What if I'm like, keep in mind, when you're walking 500 miles, it's rough. Some day, like you go through this journey, like you're walking average about 10 miles a day, 10, 15 miles a day. So like you're walking. Oh, it's a rough day. And, you know, but I could literally swipe up and see my phone, and maybe I had 50 messages. Keep going, Mark. Love your shares. Yes. Fire, you know, thumbs up, spaceship, whatever. Like and comment is what I'm saying. See, the truth is, most people do 90% of the work. They do 90% of the effort. That one little extra 10% could make 1,000% difference. Like it and comment. If you follow me, you'll see lots of people like and comment my stuff. Why? Because I truly believe it's one of the biggest separators in the game on social media. I don't care if you're following anybody. It doesn't matter who you're following. Like and always comment. Share their story if it makes an impact in your life that day. Because when you like, comment, and share, they got 3 conversations. Like we all see it. I don't care how big you are or how many followers you are. You recognize it. Now, I'm not saying they're going to message you and say thank you, or I'm not saying that, but you're not doing it for them. You're doing it for you. You're creating a muscle, a cadence in your body that likes, comment, share, like, comment, share, boom. You do this over the next year, 2 years, 5 years, your visibility, your credibility, your connections will be way higher. See, a lot of people are trying to silently build big. I want you to dream big and do big and get big. You're doing 90% of it now. When I do a post, I might get 200 likes and 10 comments. Again, I remember all the comments. And when I see people share it, I actually reach out to them privately and say thank you most of the time. Appreciate the share, or thumbs up, or like and comment on there. Share. You keep doing this, you're planting seeds. You're creating relationship capital every single time you do it. Relationship capital. Relationship capital. Are you doing that? It's so easy to do, but yet so few will do it. Even people listening to my voice right now, you might even be scrolling on Facebook or TikTok or IG or whatever platform you're using and doing the same things. I want you to know your actions matter. You matter. See, it's not, it's just a like, Mark. It's no big deal. Oh, Mark, it's just a comment. No big deal. They're busy. They don't recognize me. I'm small. I have no value, etc. Your value is in your recognition and effort by letting them know you're paying attention. I value that greatly. The making of a DM would not be as big as it is if you guys didn't share it, if you didn't talk about it, if you didn't leave comments, if you didn't leave testimonials, if you didn't leave 5-star reviews, etc. Hundreds of thousands of people listen to this show. We might have 500 5-star reviews. Very small percentage on the grand scheme of things. I'm not mad. I just want more. Because I want to connect more. I want to do more. I want people, like, your voice matters. When you leave that 5-star review, the algorithm kicks up, and then other people see it because you did something that mattered. You left something positive. You shared, like, dude, that was amazing. That connected with me. Maybe I'm talking about my family and it resonates with you, and you're like, I like that guy. Because this isn't just about business. This is about life. The making of a DM is you. I'm just sharing the journey. I'm just sharing my story. Hopefully you can relate and or like, dude, I don't have to deal with that. I'm good, man. Your efforts matter. You getting up early, you going to the gym, you paying attention to what you're reading, paying attention to what you're putting in your brain, paying attention to the words coming out of your mouth, paying attention to you becoming a better human being. You matter. I don't care if you're giving $20 a month right now to charity. You should be thinking, how do I give 200? How do I give 2,000? How do I give 20,000 a month? 200,000 a month? 2 million a month? Like, these are progressions because you matter. You. By the way, that's me. That's what I want to do. Maybe yours is like, I want to build the company. I want to do it. Like, all these pieces matter. My big fear is that people are losing sight of the effort to get the result. Therefore, they never get to experience what I'm talking about. What's the most you've ever given to a charity? $100, $5,000, $50,000, $500,000, $5 million, $50 million, $5 billion? What's the most amount you've ever given? This isn't a game against you and me. It's about you. I'm not playing the giving game for you. I'm playing it for me. I want to give hundreds of millions of dollars away. To do that, I need to become a better person that runs better companies, that generates more money. So I got to make $1 billion to give $100 million away. That's me. What game are you playing? Who are you playing it against? But you matter. My numbers matter. Truth is, I'm dealing with the situation right now. I was in the process of buying this company. I want to buy it, but I'm not motivated to buy it. I'm eager, but not motivated. Let me say it again. I'm an eager buyer, but I'm not a motivated buyer. It's a drastically different conversation. I don't have to buy. I want to buy. And then this guy's got these hotshot lawyers. Things change. Like, dude, I just like simple and quick. This is a $5.5 million deal. I want to move quick. Boom, done. I've done this many times. It's not a big deal. I'm in. I got the team. There's a couple due diligence things I still got to do, but I can't do it until I have a signed contract, right? I still don't have a signed contract 5 weeks later, 4 weeks later. It's silly. Time and lawyers always kill deals, by the way. Time and lawyers. The truth is, straight up, my life has changed a lot in the last 4 weeks. What has changed? I have a massive event in Cleveland, Ohio. I hope you attend. It's $1,000 a ticket. It's a steal. Should be 10 grand. I have nothing to sell, only there to share and help you. That's changed. We're almost in June. My event's in June. I have travel from 9th to the 12th. I leave back to Ohio on the 14th. As you know, when you land back, I haven't been to the house in 5 months. When I land there, there's 5 days of work to do, I'm sure. It just takes time to settle. So time. And then I have a big event, the 28th. Actually, from the 27th, I got an event 28th. Then my big event's 29th and 30th. And then I got people hanging out on the 1st. And then, oh, by the way, you got the thing called July 4th. So the guy starts making demands. This is what I need. This is what I expect. Listen, I'm sorry you heard that or misinterpreted that. That's not on me. That's on you. But if you want to blame it on me, that's cool too. I'm an adult. It's whatever. Could we have been clear? Always. I always want to be clear at communication. I always want to be better. But the problem is now we're 4 weeks deep and my life's changed and I don't have time. And $5.5 million in my bank account looks better today than it did 4 weeks ago. I just had a big win on crypto, like I just told you. The capital's there, but the confidence isn't there with the situation. I just don't have time. And his problem is becoming my problem. And when his problem becomes my problem, it's now a problem. See, I don't buy companies to be stressed. I buy because I want to. I buy because I want to grow. I buy, I do things that I want. That's the beautiful thing about getting to a certain level in life and understanding is do the shit that makes you happy. And when it doesn't make you happy, stop doing it. It sounds so simple, but it's not. I'll dive even deeper because I want to share real stuff with you. I've called 7 people to ask them about what I should do on this. I've consulted 7 different people in the last 24 hours. I'm talking guys that are worth billions. I'm talking guys that are worth hundreds of millions. I'm talking guys that make 300 grand a year. Lawyers, accountants and business owners and buddies that are big business owners as well. And I'm sharing the story. I'm just trying to, like, is it my ego? Am I being silly? I'm trying to become better. And all 7 of these people that I called come from an event I've met over the years. These are all guys, I respect their opinion. I respect them as a person. I understand who they are and what they stand for. And I've met them years ago. One guy actually helps me with my books on some of my companies. He's the CEO of his company. And he shared with me what he would do. Very interesting. And the truth is, all of them said the same thing, Mark. You're a man of your word, but you also got to go with your gut. And at this point, you know what your gut's telling you. Don't ever not listen to it. It's not about ego. It's not about doing the right thing or wrong. It's about you. It's about you matter. And if you're going to be like, guys, I'm not doing stuff to make money anymore. I'm past that stage. I already make money. So I'm not buying this company makes $1 million a year. $1 million a year. This may sound super douchey, and I'm not trying to, but $1 million a year does not change my life in any way, shape, or form. Do I want it? Absolutely. But I don't need it. Because that $1 million a year will get me closer to giving my $100 million plus a year away. Because I don't want to make $1 million a year. I want to take that, turn that million into $5 million, that $5 million into a $50 million sell, etc. So I'm not doing it for the daily effort, the daily money. I'm doing it for the big picture effort, the big picture goal, the big picture dream. But it takes work, takes grit, takes time. But these 7 guys I called, I would ask you, listen, who do you call when you need help? Who do you, listening to my voice right now, who do you call? I have colleagues and coaches and people I invest, I want to be a better dad. Who do I call? I want to be a better husband. Who do I call? I want to be a better business owner. Who do I call? I want to be a better leader. Who do I call? I want to make better business decisions based off of this data. Who do I call? I even paid a consultant $3,000 for 30 minutes of sitting down and let me vent so I can ask them a question. I met them through a mastermind. I'm not saying you just call people for free. If they want paid, I'll pay them. I value their opinion. I value their time. But who do you call? This is how I know a lot of people don't believe in themselves. It's because they're not investing in themselves. They don't invest money in themselves to come to an event. They don't invest money in themselves to even buy a book. They don't invest their money into join a mastermind. They don't invest their money to watch courses online or, if you don't invest in you, how do you expect others to invest in you? You don't even believe in yourself enough. Well, Mark, I'm busy. Okay, bullshit. We're all busy, but define busy. I have people in a group that this one guy has 7 kids, 3 companies, and travels like a maniac. And he still makes it to the events. He still shows up to the calls. Today, to be exact, I'm recording this on a Friday at 4 o'clock. It's 2:30. At 4 o'clock today, we'll be on the phone for 2 hours with 34 guys that are all fucking massively busy, me included, because it's important to us. It's called priorities. See, we all have money on that call. We're trying to figure out how to be strategic about it, keep more of it, and give more away, and grow what we have. See, when you prioritize the things that matter to you, what you want will show up. If you're not prioritizing your health, the opposite. Money, opposite. You are worth money. You are worth being a better human being. You are worth showing up to an event. You are worth investing $1,000 a month in a mastermind. You are worth investing $50,000. I just got a client 2 days ago. They invested $50,000, and I guarantee that 50 grand will turn into many, 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 many millions of dollars in the next 12 months. Not because I'm smarter, not because I'm better, but because they've realized they're worth it. And the people that they're investing inside that group will actually show them a different path, a better path, a clearer path, and a more financial path, better path. See, we've been built to think we have to do everything on our own. We have to do it the hard way. I'll show you, I'll outwork you. Okay. If that's the path you want to go, so be it. Like, in all seriousness, I don't care if you ever come to my event. I hope you do, because I'd like to meet you. But like, when you come to you got to understand, I'm not in the event space. I don't build events. I don't sell events. I don't sell at events. I don't do any of that shit. I'm doing this event because it's a birthday bash charity event. Every single person that walks in that room matters. And I know that. And I'm sharing this with you because I'm attentive to that information. There's cool gifts when you arrive. There's cool speakers that you don't even know exist that's going to share real shit with you. There's nothing to buy, zilch. In the party, birthday bash, I would pay $1,000 just to come to the party. Because the people in the room, it's a black tie party, the people in the room, the connections, it's an open bar. I mean, it will, if you're a business person, just to see how it's put together is worth the investment. Just to see how the team is orchestrated. It took me 20 years to what I could show you in 4 hours. I wrote about it in The Making of The Magic of Thinking, Magician versus Mule. I used to be cheap here. Now I'm conscious of the actions and the results. The smells, the looks, the sounds, the effort, what we're doing it for. 100% of the net proceeds go to charity. You coming matters, not just for you, but for the charity that we will dictate. I believe it's going to be one or two charities. One of them in particular is Tim Ballard's charity. I think it's called the Underground Operation, right? For child trafficking and all that stuff, children trafficking. You matter. You showing up, you matter for yourself, you matter for your family, you matter for your future, and you matter to the group because you showed up and you belong. I'm not saying this to be silly, but if you don't belong in a room that I put together, my team and myself, I don't know what else. Like, I'm just laid back. The people in the room are laid back. Like, we're there because we want to be better. It's $1,000 on June 29th and 30th. If you don't show up, I'd ask myself why. It's not $1,000. Do you believe you're worth $1,000? You could make one connection. There's enough people in there. You just meet one person, could change your life. One deal could change your life. One idea from the speaker sharing information for free, nothing to buy, could change your life. Buy back your time, gain access to more money, to do more deals, get access to better health. I mean, it's unlimited. But you have to show up. You have to take the steps to get to where you want to go. How can you sit here and tell me that you want to be a better human being, but everything you do is the opposite of you getting better? It's okay to be scared. It's okay to get out of your nest. It's okay to kind of like, I don't know if this is... Dude, it's $1,000. Fly there for 3 days. You're in and out, hotel, whatever. Say if you invest $2,000 total. If this ain't the best damn investment in the world, you tell me. I know the caliber of people coming. And they all want to be better. And they're all great givers, great sharers. They like genuinely care about human beings. If you haven't got a ticket yet, please do so. If this show's ever been valuable, this is a no-brainer. You can get a ticket at markevansdm.com/Cleveland, or just shoot me a message on IG and say Cleveland, and I'll get you the link direct. But I want you to know whatever path you take, you matter. Stop paying attention to someone's highlight reel when you don't even know the full story. Could you use it for inspiration? Maybe. But a lot of things I'm seeing is a lot of people are they're going the negative. They're going the opposite way. They're over consuming. Therefore, their brain can't separate reality from non-reality, but your bank account has less. You feel like shit. You're just not like where you want to be. Detached. Be a creator, not a consumer. Start investing in yourself. Seriously, I really, right now is a great time to be investing in yourself. You know, we did a show about that. Everyone talks about separation season. I just want you to participate. I want it to be participation season. Participate in your future self. Become the person you want to become. I just hope you understand how important you are. And again, listen, I feel like I'm just getting started. I know I'm just getting started. When I was 18 years old, 25 years old, like there was days I did not want to get out of bed, but I had to. Those are the moments that matter because that's when most people quit. But you're not a quitter. You're a doer because you matter. You know that, and I know that. But are you going to do what it takes to show up 12 months later in another level, another position, because you took the steps and the actions that get you to where you want to be? I got to get ready for this other show. I appreciate you being here. I hope to see you in Cleveland, Ohio. I will see you in Cleveland, Ohio at markevansdm.com/Cleveland. You're absolutely an amazing human being. I appreciate you being here. Thank you so much. If this show helped you in any way, shape, or form, please feel free to share it. And until then, make today count. Boom!
I'm Mark Evans DM. I'm here to help and teach them what I know and how I did it to discover freedom. There ain't no question Mark Evans when he step in the door. He's closing deals. Time to tell him what the DM stand for. I'm a deal maker, but I'm not just a deal maker. I'm a dream maker. The journey's where it's at. It's all about the process. It's time to get over to the DM project. From a small town in Ohio, so I know how it is. And I come from a lot of money. I remember as a kid, wanted to make 100 racks. Didn't see no one making more than that. Graduated high school with a 1.8. Thought they should've held me back. I hope my principals and teachers are alive just to witness this. I'm my own boss. I'm out here running 2-8-figure businesses. I can walk away from it all and I'll be good, but I've been called to help people just like y'all learn the game. It's time to ball. Everybody chasing the money, but I'm not chasing the money. I'm out here chasing the purpose. Yo, I've been working my whole life. What got us where we at isn't gonna get us where we wanna go. So it's time to push, time to learn, time to grow. I'm Mark Evans DM. I'm here to help and teach them what I know and how I did it to discover freedom. There ain't no question Mark Evans when he step in the door. He's closing deals. Time to tell him what the DM stand for. I'm a deal maker, but I'm not just a deal maker. I'm a dream maker. The journey's where it's at. It's all about the process. It's time to get over to the DM project. I'm Mark Evans here. Deal maker. Deal maker. Deal maker. Deal maker. Deal maker. Deal maker. DM project.
This is thepodcastfactory.com.